This is the last group. We've had lots of kids in and out all day long. So this should be part of our 15 travel and all of our 14s together. So it's a big group. So anyway, we welcome you. Thank you for being here. I'm Jerry Lynch. For those of you that are new, this is Katie Garza. We're co-directors. We merged our clubs. We became AVA, and this is what year now? Eighth year in our facility. So, well, actually 5th year in our facility, 8th year overall. Anyway, welcome. And lots of things to go over today. So we're happy that you're here. And we're going to try to make this go as smooth as we can. If my PowerPoint works. All right. Okay, let's get started. Okay, here we go. Okay, the purpose of this whole meeting here is to get y'all size. Okay, we have to get your uniform sizes in. We're a very large club, so those things have to be done early so our distributors can get those back to us so they're ready to go when we start, get ready to start our tournament season. So remember, all of you have been, if you've been here before with AVA, you've been assigned a number in the past. It's probably going to stay the same. For those of you that are new, you may not get your choice on the number that you want. We'll do the best we can. But within each age group, every individual will have their own unique number. And we do that because as you move from year to year, possibly within the same year, kids can switch teams. We may pull kids from one team to another. And so we have to keep those numbers unique. So you'll carry the same number with you probably that you've had in the past, and they'll help you with that as well. Don't forget to turn in the uniform sizing card. The uniform sizing station is out in the hallway by the offices and the restrooms there. We do have Mizuno and ASIC shoes available to try on. You can try them on that station over there by Court 1. Shoes are not necessarily mandatory, but we always try to offer this. In the past, people have asked for, can we get volleyball shoes? Do you carry them? We usually make one big order. So this is the time to do it if you want to do it. We'll be placing orders for shoes, and if you choose to do this option, you can pay for it today either at the shoe station or at the front desk with Audrey. The shoe costs are $90 for the Mizunos and $85 for the ASICs plus the additional sales tax on them. And the shoes are going to be passed out at the same time the uniforms are. And that usually happens within a week or two after practices begin. So once again, we do provide those. They're the new versions of the Mizunos and the ASICs. So if you want to take a look at it, they're over in that station there. Okay, once again, we're going to be using black knee pads and crew socks. Okay, those are mandatory for practices and for tournaments as well. Most of you have those. Some of you may already have those if you're coming new to us, but if you don't, we do stock those in the AVA Pro Shop as well. We do have some stock available right now, and we'll have that stock throughout the year as well. Make sure that when you go to all your stations, you can go in any order. Just pick a line that's not so long. When you've completed your station work, then go ahead and make sure that you're checked out from each station, and then you go ahead and turn it all back in at the front desk. Okay, there's going to be a mandatory recruiting meeting Sunday, October 6th at 7 p.m. I'm sure Christy's going to want the 15,000 to attend that meeting. Okay, we have recruits in the 14th.
We can, it's not mandatory.
Okay, the 14s are welcome to do that. If you want to get some more information about that, it might, it might be of interest to you. It is Sunday, October 6th at 7 p.m. Now, this date's a little bit different than what we passed out at tryouts. And if you're trying to write all this down, and you're welcome to do that, Michael's going to post this on. It's already out there.
This is Michael, y'all. Make sure we send all the Michael.
Yes.
The guy that puts everything on the
Michael
website
Williams
for us.
is our IT guy. He's got it out on our website already. So all of this information is there. But once again, that's Sunday, October 6th, mandatory recruiting meeting with Christy. Okay, the scorekeeper and referee clinic is on Sunday, November 10th. The scorers will go from 12 to 3, and the referees will go from 3 to 6. Now, we offer one every year, and this is going to be at our facility, and we really, it's not encouraged, we ask that our kids do this, okay? I want all my kids to participate as being a scorekeeper or a referee. Now, In this age group, unfortunately, you can't referee because Lone Star Region does not allow referees for age 15 and under. So we want y'all to be scorekeepers. And the reason we ask you to do that, for those of you that might be new to volleyball, during tournaments, you're asked and required to do duties for refereeing assignment, and you have to do the scorekeeping and the line judging. And we don't want the same people doing the scorekeeping all the time and everybody else do line judging. So we want you to be familiar with that so you know what it's like. So we're asking everyone to attend the Scorers Clinic. Now, those of you that already have attended that last year, your certification is good for 2 years, okay? And if you are certified and it's still good, we're going to have the coaches ask, and they're going to write your names down so you can go back and check on the Lone Star Region website to make sure that you are certified. And then your coaches will get back with you, send you an email to make sure that you're there in the event that you're not. So anyway, once again, that's Sunday, November 10th from 12 to 3. Practice will begin Monday, November 11th. Okay, now I did write some information about the 14 travel and local, okay, because we do have a very large group of 14 travel and 14 local. It's going to be a little bit different than probably what you see on our practice schedule. We're going to actually kind of consolidate all those groups into 3 time slots, I believe, for the travel and 2 for the local. So if you're a 14 travel individual player, you're going to go from Sunday from 4 to 6:30, Tuesday from 7:30 to 9:30, and Thursday from 7:30 to 9:30. 14 local, Sunday from 6:30 to 8:45, and Tuesday from 5:30 to 7:30. Okay. Now, I do believe Karen may do some pullouts for some 14s, and I think we have another available slot on Friday if we need to get more information on kids, either by position or, she'll call you in and give you the heads up if we do that. After the Thanksgiving holiday, we should know what the teams are. Remember, we all come back and retry out again, and we place you on the appropriate team. And after that, practices will resume as scheduled according to what team that you'll be on. So once again, that begins all on Monday, November 11th. I guess the first one would be that Tuesday, right, on the 12th. Okay, we got some blockout dates here. We will not be practicing in the following dates. These dates will be blocked out from all AVA activities. November 25th through November 29th, that Monday through Friday, that's Thanksgiving week. That's going to be blocked out, so if you need to make arrangements and do things, that is available to you. December 23rd to January 3rd, Monday through Friday, that's our Christmas break. We give all of our local teams off. However, at the bottom there, if you're on a travel team, make sure that you're available because we're requiring our coaches to have at least 3 mandatory practices for those travel teams. And some coaches may want more, but we're requiring at least 3 for all the travel teams during the Christmas break so they can be prepared for the upcoming tournaments, whether they're JVA tournaments or USA tournaments. We need to make sure that they continue to practice through those times. Our Christmas party is going to be on Friday, December 13th. Okay, that's the time where we all get together and do the holiday celebration. We do a big potluck dinner. We do the giveaway. This year, your raffle tickets, we're going to be drawing for a Ford F-150. So that's the car we're giving away this year. And also we're giving away prizes if you sell additional books. And, it's always kind of an exciting time. During that night, we'll also have the senior signing party for those of our seniors that have committed to some of the colleges. We'll do a nice senior signing party for them as well. But that's Friday, December 13th. Okay, the AVA Alumni Interclub Volleyball Tournament will happen on Sunday, December 22nd. Okay, we have all of our teams in uniforms compete against each other. We put out some pools. We have our alumni group come in. We actually have some coaches coaching from our alumni teams. So they'll be out here playing, so we're excited about that. It's always fun to see them play the older kids, and it's always fun to see all of our teams play together. So the alumni tournament and the interclub tournament will be Sunday, December 22nd. Okay, for the 15 travel, here are the Tour of Texas states. The actual qualifiers in San Antonio. That'll happen January 18th through 20th. Okay, because we do not do tour at ages 13 and 14, we don't do tour at ages 13 and 14, this will be the first time that you've done tour, so you'll have to actually qualify to make stops 2 and 3. The actual for those teams that are doing the qualifying portion of it, you will be on January 18th and 19th. That'll be a Saturday and a Sunday. You will not be required to be on the 20th. Those are only for teams that have pre-qualified and for 18 teams. So once again, that's 18th and 19th for the tour qualifier in San Antonio. Stop 2 will be in Dallas, February 8th and 9th, and the finals will be back in Houston on March 8th and 9th. The finals are usually in conjunction with Cross Court Classic, but they're not this year. So those are the tour dates for 15s. Okay, all teams, whether you're travel or local, will compete in the JVA World Challenge. The JVA World Challenge is going to be held at Reliant Stadium in Houston, and that's going to be April 4th through 6th. Those of you that are new to volleyball, JVA stands for Junior Volleyball Association. There's kind of 2 main entities in volleyball. One's JVA, which is also AAU as well, and the other one is USA Volleyball. And they're both great organizations. So, you know, there's pretty much an even split on all the talent for both of those. We're big supporters of JVA. It's becoming more prevalent down here in the Houston area. Katie's actually on one of the board members on JVA. And, you know, we're excited to have all of our teams participate in this. And, you know, it's a big tournament. There's lots of teams from out of state. It's a great experience for all the kids. And, you know, especially, you know, we're going to see different types of teams that we would see in Texas and other qualifiers as well. You want to talk a little bit more about JVA at all?
No, it's a great organization. It was created for the coaches and the parents and players, not for administrators. So it's going to grow, and I think it's going to keep getting bigger. And we had 4 of our AVA players make their all-national teams last year, so we hope to get more on those teams to get that recognition, especially since we're putting all of our teams in the tournament.
Okay, JVA tournaments 12 through 15 travel. And Karen, this should be 12 through 14? Okay. All right, that's my bad. Okay, this is really 12 through 14 travel, because 15, we're putting you on a USA schedule. And the reason that we put the 15 and older on the USA schedule is just there's more tournaments available to us in this region here. And it's really important to have our kids at 15 start getting the college exposure, because we've actually had kids be recruited at age 15 in the past. So this will really only apply to, I'll change that on the PowerPoint, it'll only apply to the 12 through 14s. But if you're on 14 travel, there's 3 stops or tournaments that you're going to be attending. The first one's January 25th to 26th. It's the NTI Early Bird Tournament. This is also in Dallas, which I didn't put, but that's for both 13 travel and 14 travel. February 22nd through 23rd is the American Volleyball Challenge in Dallas. That's once again, it's going to be for the 14 travels here. And then March 8th through 9th is the Bluegrass Tournament. It's going to be held in Louisville, Kentucky. And once again, that's going to be for 14 travel as well. So those are the important kind of out-of-city and out-of-state tournaments for the 14 travel group. Now, for the 15s, this is what we'll be doing for the 15s if you're on a 15 travel team. Now, I've got an asterisk by it, so don't purchase your tickets and go shopping yet for flight prices, because I've got to make sure Cross Court goes on 2 consecutive weekends. And they flip-flop between older and younger, and I need to make sure that those dates are, you know, I'm giving you the best information that I have right now. We want to do Colorado Crossroads because it is over most people's spring break. I believe this one is at the beginning of the spring break, and the older kids go at the end of spring break. But the dates on that are March 8th through 10th, and that's held in Denver, and that will be the 15 Rocks, the 15 Attack, and the 15 Power team. The 15 Rocks and 15 Attack also travel to a second qualifier. That'll be on March 21st through 23rd. We're going to go to the Mid-East qualifier in Indianapolis. And then we send all of our 15 teams to the Lone Star Classic in Dallas. I know they're split on weekends. April 12th through 14th will be 15 Attack and 15 Power. And April 18th through 20th will be 15 Rocks. The reason they're on different dates is because there's different divisions. The 15 Rocks team will be competing in Open. The 15 Attack team will be competing in USA Division. And the 15 Power will be competing in 15 American Division. So there's 3 different divisions when you go to a qualifier, and this just so happens that they split the dates on this particular division here. Okay, but once again, we say this is tentative. We don't know the actual schedule until, your full schedule until Lone Star Region gives that to us, and that usually doesn't happen until sometime mid-September, almost to October sometime. So once again, we try to line this up the best we could with spring break and testing dates still, the end-of-course testing dates and the STAR testing dates and things like that. So that's what we have right now. And once again, it is tentative, but we'll let you know as soon as we finalize everything. The rest of it, 16s, 17s, and 18s. Okay, 15s. If you do happen to qualify, what are the qualifiers? Okay, you'll be attending the USA National Volleyball Tournament this year. It's going to be held in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The window of time for that is June 25th through July 2nd. Once again, it's a big window because they stagger all the age groups. We don't know which age group will go in and what particular date. If you're part of the 14 travel, you will go to AAU Nationals in Orlando, Florida. Okay, that's going to be held June 18th through June 27th. 15s, if you do not qualify at USA Volleyball Nationals, you will go to AAU Nationals in Orlando, Florida. Once again, it's a big window of time. It's a big window of time because they stagger all the age groups once again. So those are the national tournament dates. And a couple things before we finish here. USAV registration. Every person in here needs to be a member of USA Volleyball. Okay, it is required in the tournaments that you play. Your fees that you pay include this registration here, but we do need you to go online and make sure you get registered again. Okay, so you can go to lsvolleyball.org. Okay, I'm going to have Michael put a link out there to make sure that people know where to go. You should get an email if you've been a member before saying that your membership is expired. You need to renew this. It's something that you do every year. We need you to fill out the information, and then we basically just write one check for our club organization. So it's not something you pay for, but it's something that you do need to do. And make sure that happens. You cannot practice, you cannot attend a practice until you have your USAV registration. Also, everyone will need to sign up for AAU as well, because all of us are doing the World Challenge. So that's something that you need to do as well. I'll have Michael put a link on the website for that. Make sure that you do get registered for AAU. And then that's something that you actually do pay for. It's a small fee, but we need everybody to be members of AAU as well. Okay, finally, the fall training times. I'm going to let Katie talk a little bit about the fall training times that we offer here at AVA.
Before I forget, there are tons of handouts. I would forget to let people know if you want or interested in fall training, you can pick one up before we dismiss you. This is all 14s and above, right?
Correct.
Okay. We offer master training by position on Wednesday night from 7 to 9. That'll start right after Labor Day. I think we'll have about 9 sessions, and you'll be sign up by middles, outsides, ball control, and setting. You can pick and choose which session you want ahead of time. If you're an outside hitter, but you're also middle. So one night you can do outside, the next time you can do middle. Or a lot of times the outsides will flip back and forth from DS to outside, or maybe outside to setting. Some of the younger kids play more than one position. You register online and you will pay at the door, but the space is limited. Like for middles, I'm only taking 12 kids. So if you register and you've taken a spot, I expect you to show up that day, because we also do a waiting list when we fill up. If you need to cancel, let us know well in advance so that we can fill that spot. If you don't, then I will take you off the list for all the remaining sessions. Okay, there is limited space for the coaches. So for 14 local and for 14 travel, you guys have additional training opportunities on Sundays. Karen will speak to you, the travel group, about that, and Jerry will talk to you about the local stuff. But we do offer extra training for the 14s. Okay. And practice schedules, extra copies of practice schedules are up here as well. Your coach will announce your practice times, but we have extra copies for you to take that. And I hope this is the last time I have to change it. Every once in a while, we still are moving things around and shifting things due to maybe sometimes it's my coach's schedules. They just can't practice that night, or I may have to switch the coaches. The coaching list has changed a little bit since tryout as well, so when you go to your breakouts, they'll announce all the coaches. Most of them are here. You'll get a chance to meet them.
Talks about some of our vendors here. Just one quick thing. When you're finished with the meeting, don't go back to your stations because we want you to meet with the coaches first because they have some information to share for you. So we'll split you out into those groups after this.
We do have some partnerships with some sponsors I'd like to talk about. Jenny is back from Juice Plus. We've been had a partnership with them for several years now. I can't talk enough good things about them, you guys. I've been using them, and in this past year, I was so faithful in taking my supplements every day. I was never sick. It helped me with my workouts. I wasn't even sore. Just the recovery process when you're putting all the essential nutrients from the fruits and vegetables that go in there. The research on it, you just Google it, there's lots of research. MD Anderson has used their products. There's a lot of longitudinal studies that have happened now that you can go in and see the recovery process with all that. I drink their Complete. I use the Complete with my shakes. I had one this morning. It's just, it's some really, really good information. She's got a lot of literature over there. But the neat thing is when adults sign up, they can get it free for their kids. And they have the gummies that my children think are candy. They have to hide them, especially my 3-year-old. She really likes them. And you guys know, you got kids, I've got 5, and they're all running different activities, all different times. And to make sure I cook the meals that my mother or grandmother cooked, it just doesn't happen very often. And it's a good way, easy way for me to make sure I'm getting all the nutrients in my children, all those fresh vegetables and fruits. So check them out. She's got some things that you can actually taste. And then we have a new partnership with Dr. Deborah Gomash. She is a chiropractor and a rehab specialist. So I really would recommend, and those of you that have ever done lessons with me, I talk about it all the time. I wouldn't have finished playing my volleyball career the last 2 years at Texas if I did not see the chiropractor once a week. I think it's important that when your child is feeling sore or muscles just don't feel right, that you do something about it then so it doesn't become chronic. I'm once a week getting in there trying to recover from 20 years of muscle growing on top of old injuries. So it takes a long time to recover those. So we want to make sure your kids are staying healthy, staying balanced with their muscles, and injury prevention. She's also going to be assisting and helping me with the wellness training that we're going to be incorporating in our programs this year. So we're very excited about both of those partnerships. So please stop by, visit with those ladies when you're doing your stations. I will be at the Zantz booth, another injury prevention or post-injury, depending on where you're at. We have 3 ankle braces over there. We have a light support, moderate support, and heavy support. I would really only recommend the heavy support if you've had ankle injuries because we want your child's muscles to stay strong and stay stable and build, and we'll work on that with Dr. Gomash also for injury prevention. But we have some knee braces too and a couple of shoulder ice packs, if those little accessories, some thumb guards. But we really highly encourage the ankle braces. You spend a lot of money and a lot of time in the gym, and it's hard when you roll an ankle and you're out for a month, you're out for 6 weeks, and you're just awkward when you're coming back. So please stay protected on that. We will order those as soon, probably about a week. We're going to order those. I'll let you know when they come in because I know some of you, especially you junior high kids, you have time probably to get those before the bulk of your season hits. So we'll try to get those in for you as soon as we can. Okay. How we're going to break out. 14 local is going to, let's wait till I announce all of them, but 14 local will meet with Jerry Lynch and their coaching staff in that corner right there. 14, who else do I have? 15 travel. 15 travel will meet under where it says court 3 underneath the volleyball on the wall. Okay? And 14 travel is going to stay in the bleachers. Did I get everybody covered? 14